So we have our MS-170 Stihl chainsaw here. And just recently in the area we had a pretty heavy snowstorm that came through that damaged a ton of trees. And my neighbor ended up needing to borrow my chainsaw. And he had some issues getting it started. And if you do this thing properly, you'll avoid flooding the chainsaw itself if you do the starting procedure properly. So we're going to walk you through exactly how to get this thing started so it's going to run smooth for you and you're able to get the job done. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the chain guard, and then we're going to want to make sure that this brake is engaged to stop the chain from starting. And that's simple, just push it forward. You can even use your hand, as you can see, and engage it that way. But the forward position, it puts the brake on for the chain. Now to get it started, there are different levels here: full choke, half choke, run, and off. But if you see, to get it down, you can't get it here. What you actually have to do is you actually have to pull the trigger, and then you can bring it all the way down to the full choke part. Now this is for a cold start. After you get that going, you're going to want to put one hand on the chainsaw itself and put your foot right in here to get a nice base. Now we're going to pull this until you hear the engine try to turn. Now you see it took a few pulls, but you heard it try to turn. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it to half choke. This will let a little bit more air in and not as much gas. This will stop you from flooding this engine. So that is the proper way to get this chainsaw started. Now, if you've been cutting and it's been sitting for a couple of minutes and you want to restart it, do not go back to the full choke. What you're going to do is you're actually going to pull the trigger, just go down to the half choke, and then we can go ahead and get it started again. So you can see it's pretty simple if you follow the procedure properly. Now, some indications, if you did it wrong, you're going to see some smoke billowing. That means that you have an issue with this. It might be, if it won't start, you might have flooded it. Just let it sit and kind of rest, and then come back and try to go through the procedure again. But if you do it this way, you'll avoid flooding it, and you'll also avoid damaging the chainsaw, because these are, not the cheapest things. So you want to make sure you take care of it properly. On a side note, if this is something that you're not used to using, if you go to Stihl's website, they actually have videos breaking down the proper way to use a chainsaw and the safe way to do it. As there's proper technique in when you're doing certain type of cuts, how do you remove limbs, even downing a tree. So you can go to that website and check out those videos before you go ahead and get into this. I highly recommend it, especially even if you've used one in the past and you just need a refresher. It'll keep you safe, and that's what's important. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you're one of my neighbors who need to borrow this, now I can just send you this video and you'll be able to take care of whatever you need without damaging my equipment. So if it's your first time here at the channel, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and we'd love to earn your subscription, as it really does help us out as a channel. If you're one of our returning viewers, thank you guys so much. It has been awesome to see the growth of the channel, and it really is encouraging to keep making these types of videos. So until next time, thanks for buzzing by. Now you go make some dust.